Service-Nashville, Tennessee, sitting here in my house, noticing the ice on the streets. The snow is everywhere. Trees are breaking, but family is safe. We're praying the same for each and every one of you. We tried to do this live in real time, but there was an interruption with power outages for our members who are in the Tennessee area or wherever you are. And we're just praying that you are warm and safe, and if you're dealing with any kind of interruption of life's regular activities, and we pray that it ends soon. I want to thank those who made every effort to make this a live experience for us. And so much work went into it from Tuesday all the way until around 10 o'clock of Nashville time. So we decided just to do this small little homily. And I'm going to suspend it just for today, where I won't be focusing on the Jesus Before Christianity series. I want to just offer this little thought of something I want you to consider. I want to remind you that our statement of purpose, our mission statement as a church is, in what ways can we alleviate human suffering and enhance human well-being with all of our resources, tangible and intangible? And what are the ways that you can do that this week? I want to encourage you to think about it. How can you document the way that you alleviate human suffering in your family, in your life, or in the community, or in the workplace, and at the same time, in which ways that you enhance it? But here's what I want to talk about today, and I think it's quite interesting. I'm going to theme my message on this homily, the power of a list, a journey to clarity. Think about that, the power of a list, a journey to clarity. In the book of Proverbs, chapter 9, verse 9, here's what it says. If you have good sense, instruction will help you to have even better sense. Tell good people what you know, and they will profit from it. And I think that's quite interesting, that if you have good sense, if I'm rational, if I'm thinking, then instruction will help me to have even better sense. And then tell good people what you know, what you've experienced, and they'll profit from it. Very easily and simply, this verse encourages us just to seek out and embrace instruction, recognizing that with instruction, it creates a greater path to wisdom. The verse also highlights the communal or the collective aspect of wisdom. When we share our insights with other people, we contribute to their growth while reinforcing our own understanding. In essence, Proverbs 9:9 is really challenging each of us to cultivate discernment in our lives, to be proactive in mentorship, leading others to what I'm going to call a profitable and a wise path. I love the book of Proverbs because it accomplishes something that none of the other books of the Bible do. And very simply, the book of Proverbs compiles short instructions for how we live effectively on earth. And the information out of the book of Proverbs, catch this, comes from the life experiences of several authors. And the writers of the Proverbs, they recognize the multiplicity of life circumstances in their own individual lives. And so out of their experience, they provide principles to apply across a wide range of situations and giving instructions as we go through life. Someone said it this way: the book of Proverbs is a guidebook to help people flourish, to do well, and to thrive in every area of life. Relationships, family, work, business, ethics, government, and the community. I like this that goes along with it. The book of Psalms, which many of us are familiar with, is the hymn book for worship, while Proverbs is the textbook for practical living. I think I'll say that again. The book of Psalms is the hymn book for worship, but the book of Proverbs is the textbook for practical living. And all the other books of the Bible, they typically have theological truths and lengthy narratives about people conquering and people being defeated, or the prophetic preaching of when people are disobedient. But Proverbs is a standalone. It concerns itself with instructing people in the path of wisdom. So the question becomes, what is wisdom? And catch this, you all. Wisdom is knowing what to do or what not to do based on personal experience or the experience of others to live life to the fullest. That's all it is. I get somebody else's experience and I learn from them or from myself what to do or what not to do to get to where I say I'm trying to go. And so today, I'm going to use the wisdom of other people with an emphasis on listing. Someone says it this way, that when we have a list, it adds in our decision making. It adds clarity, it adds organization, and it allows us to analyze. When we think clearly, a list helps us to do that so that we can examine our thoughts in an orderly way. Using a list grants the ability to simplify life and to eliminate the unnecessary so that the necessary may speak. Say that again. Using a list allows us to eliminate the unnecessary so that the necessary may speak. Someone else said, organizing is what you do before you do something, so when you do it, it's not all mixed up. So I have two lists today that I want you to think about throughout the course of this week. The very first list would be 10 habits that often drain 98% of our joy in life. 10 habits that often drain 98% of our joy in life. And the link to this will be on the church's website. Number 1, focusing on how life should be every step of the way. 2, wanting to control the uncontrollable. 3, holding tightly to the way things once were. 4, refusing to practice self-forgiveness. 5, endlessly settling for the default settings. 6, resisting new ideas and lessons. 7, constantly seeking fleeting contentment. 8, always worrying about everyone else's story. 9, fearing little necessary failures. 10, waiting for the perfect moment to take the next step. When you go to the link to the church's website and you see the 10 habits that often drain 98% of our joy in life, when you click on that link, it will offer narrative and commentary under each one of those categories and they help you to get better clarification. And the last list, here it is. 4 simple habits of people who protect their peace like it's sacred. Your peace, your serenity, your tranquility, it is sacred. And here are the 4 things that I encourage you to consider. Number 1, they accept that there are differences between people. 2, they live in the moment. 3, they don't make other people responsible for all of their needs. And lastly, they act rationally, not emotionally. I pray that this is a gift and a blessing to you. And remember, the theme of today's message very simply is the power of a list, a journey to clarity. What list can you find? What list can you make? to help you make decisions for your everyday reality. God bless you. See you on next Sunday.